All right. Point number 5. What's the next thing somebody should do if they're going to work LinkedIn?
This is, in my opinion, the most important thing, and the piece that's most often lost on LinkedIn. Again, LinkedIn to me is a business networking site, a way that business people, business owners, etc., can get together, network, hopefully help grow each other's business.
Okay.
But all too often, again, LinkedIn's used passively, and you might, you'll have your profile on there. Maybe you send out occasional updates, but you don't really use it to either strengthen your existing relationships or leverage new relationships.
Okay.
And so I would say the most important thing you can do is use your existing relationships to leverage new relationships.
Do you want to tell how you and I met?
Yeah.
Tell that story. I think that's a very compelling story.
Yeah, definitely.
Let me tell the intro. A mutual acquaintance of ours is a past coaching client of mine. And I see her periodically, but we're not best buds. She's on LinkedIn, I'm on LinkedIn, and I got a phone call one day, and the phone call was Andrew. So Andrew, how did you come about to make that phone call?
I mean, essentially, I met with the individual that Reg is talking about, and we went through some of the things that I do with my business, and as we were getting to know each other a little bit better, I realized that she was a good person, and I would be interested in meeting some of the people that she had relationships with.
Okay.
I then surveyed and took a look at some of the connections she had on LinkedIn and identified some people that I would like to meet. I created a list, and I brought it to her during our next meeting and said, hey, you know what, I've really appreciated your time, and I really, looking to grow my business and meet other good people that you have a lot of respect for, and you think might be open to sitting down and having a cup of coffee with me. And she took a look at the list of people, and she marked off quite a few people that she thought would be good people for me to reach out to. And Reg was one of them. And so I just gave Reg a call one day and essentially, asked if he'd like to get together and meet for coffee. And that's how this relationship formed.
Yeah, and he identified who he was and what he did. And I've been in Boulder, Colorado since the mid-'70s, and I probably know 1,000 people, 2,000 people here. Lots of them do exactly what he did, what Andrew does. And I said to him right off the bat, I said, Andrew, the chances of me doing business with you are slim and none, because I know insurance people who were my best fishing, one of them's my best fishing buddies. I know CFP people, I know bankers. I mean, the odds of you and I doing business are slim and none. And you said,
I said, that's fine.
That's fine.
I said, that's not a problem. I said, I'm looking to meet as many good people as I can,
right,
and build those relationships, and we'll see where that leads. Maybe it just leads from like what we're doing right now.
Yeah, exactly right.
Kind of helping each other grow each other's business in this capacity, or maybe it leads in other ways. But you don't know, and that's the thing. You don't want to use LinkedIn strictly as a way to reach out to people and try to sell aggressively to them.
Right.
You want to use LinkedIn the way it's developed, which is to network with other individuals.
Well, I tell my coaching clients all the time that the issue is not about selling something, it's about building trusting relationships. And folks, if you haven't read the book by Bob Berg called Endless Referrals, I can't recommend it highly enough. It is a fabulous book, and it talks about how we make major purchase decisions and the way we make those things, not gum and not gasoline, but major purchases. We do it very often with people we know, like, and trust. So the issue is, how do you get a larger network of people who know, like, and trust you? And Andrew is kind enough today to help us understand how to do more of that.
Yeah.
And during our second or third meeting, he shows up with a list of people off of my LinkedIn page and said, what?
I mean, essentially what I said is, hey, Reg, it's been great getting to know you, and I've taken a look at some of the people that you're connected to. I guess, let me backtrack a little bit. I said, Reg, is great. It was great getting to know you. I use LinkedIn a lot, as we've obviously talked about, as a networking tool and a way to help expand my network. I've identified some people that I would love to reach out to and introduce myself to, but I wanted to get your feedback and have you kind of take a look at this list, determine if you think these people might be a good fit for me to reach out to, not necessarily to do business with directly, but just to introduce myself and kind of see where that relationship leads. And I let him take a look at the list, and he marked a few people off and said, hey, I wouldn't reach out to these people for one reason or another, and these people, go ahead and give them a call or reach out to them via LinkedIn or whatever the best direction is in that capacity, and that's what I intend on doing.
Yeah, I gave it to him actually today.
Yeah.
Before we started recording this session.